Like in the previous machlaikis, we had an important limud. There's an interesting limud here also. And to tell you what I'm aiming at, let me tell you about a different dispute regarding a different type of meat that we eat. As I think is well known, there's a serious machlaikis, or there was centuries ago, regarding the status of a turkey. A turkey, for those of you who are not aware, is not a behemoth. It's a fowl, it's poultry, you know, because in the showcase it's in the same place. And it's a bird. It's called in many of the achrayim in Indig. I'm not sure which animal, which language that's in. A turkey is an animal which is indigenous to North America. Until Columbus came here and brought home the first turkeys to Europe, there were no turkeys in Europe. And this poses a very serious problem. How do we know if a bird, any fowl is kosher? Fowl don't chew their cud. They don't have simanim of malagera, mafreses parsa. The Torah doesn't give us simanim for a bird. The Torah lists the non-kosher birds and tells us the rest are kosher. We are not familiar with the translation of all the birds that are non-kosher. And the Ramah Paskins and Shulchan Aruch, Siman Pei Beis, that we only eat animals if we have a Messiah, if we know that it's been eaten for generations. Now, in truth, Chazal do give us guidelines to tell if a bird is kosher. There are 4 simanim. If a bird has 4 simanim, it's a kosher bird. The 4 are: if it has a zefek, a crap; if it has a kurkaba, if kurkabanai niklaf, if it's the inside of its stomachs are easily peeled off by hand; the kurkaban, that's the gizzard, the stomach of the bird; if it has an etzba yisera, if its foot has an extra finger, besides the 2 fingers that go forward, 1 that goes to the side or backwards, that's a siman of kashrus. So those are 3 anatomic simanim on the animal. And there's 1 behavioral siman. The bird has to be einay daires. There's a dispute what einay daires means. I'll tell you the Ramban in Chumash, his translation is it has to be a bird that does not prey on other birds. And if you have all 4 simanim together, then it's a kosher bird. The afal pk, despite the fact that we have these 4 simanim, the Ramah Paskins that we do not eat any bird unless we have a Messiah, unless we know that Jews have eaten it all the way back for generations. So how in the world can we eat a turkey? We know that no turkeys were eaten before by Jews. There were no Jews, as far as I know, among the American Indians. And we don't have any Messiah that Jews ate turkey. How in the world can we eat turkey? The butcher stores will have to replace the turkey with buffalo after tonight. So the Paiskim discuss it, and to be sure, there are some Paiskim, the Shoel Umeshiv, in Madura Chamishi, Siman Samach Tes, who says that one should not eat a turkey. And I think historically, it's very clear from where it came about that we ate turkey. Because we have Chuvas, Paiskim who permitted the eating of turkey, because they wrote that in India, there was a Messiah that a turkey is a kosher bird. And that's a mistake. There were no turkey in India. There were peacocks, which are similar birds, and which are Indian birds. But we're talking before the camera. Now, without drawing a picture, if I would ask any of you to write on paper a description of a turkey, and then to write a description of a peacock. Now, not all peacock have fancy feathers. There are many that don't. So to write on paper, to say that they have long and clean necks, and to describe the way their heads look, it's something that would be similar on paper. And it seems that originally the Messiah was given over incorrectly. The Tziv in Meishav Davar, Chelik Beis, and Chav Beis writes that if today they would bring turkeys for the first time and ask, could we eat turkey? We would prohibit it. But being that it's already something which has been eaten by the 1900s, has been eaten for centuries, and we know that it has the 4 simanim of a kosher bird, so that really it is a kosher bird, so we don't prohibit it because we lack Messiah. We can't permit things without Messiah. But we don't go out and prohibit things that are eaten because of lack of Messiah. In the Tshuvas Arugas Habaisem, which is quoted in the Darkei Tshuva, which in Siman Pei Beis, Katan Chavav, brings numerous Tshuvas regarding a turkey, he adds a point to it. And he says, a turkey is an American bird. How in the world can we have a Messiah? So he gives a little logic to our heter. He says that the turkey, the reason we don't eat birds without a Messiah, well, if it has a crop, if its gizzard is peeled, if it has an extra toe, it's easy to see. But if it preys on other birds, it's hard to know. Because even if it doesn't normally do it, maybe it does it occasionally. So that's why we only eat birds with a Messiah. But today, where turkeys are already bred, tens of thousands of turkeys, and people are expert in the nature of the turkey, so we can be sure it's an Einay Daires. So he says, therefore, we are permitted to eat turkey, and that's why today we are permitted, and that's the Minig Arugas Habaysim writes, there's not a house in Europe where they hold that turkeys are not kosher. And that's his language. Although I know there were Gedolim, Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky, I'm told they didn't eat turkey because of this question. But the Paiskim in general, he didn't prohibit others from eating it. And Lamaisa, that's why a turkey is a kosher bird. There is an opinion, and this is a machlaikas, the Pri Megadim and the Chachmas Adam. Pri Megadim is in Siman Pei, so Katan Aleph. The Chachmas Adam is in Klal Lamed Vav. And the Chachmas Adam says that we today don't eat animals, even meat, not only poultry, which Ramah says we need a Messiah for, but meat, we need a Messiah for meat as well. That's the psak of the Chachmas Adam. The Pri Megadim disagrees. He says the simonim of an animal are easy. If it chews its cud, has split hoofs. But the Chachmas Adam says we need